In this video, I want to share the mathematical concept of area perimeter. This is the part 3 of this series. So let's dive into the video. So let's read the problem. It says, here is a parallelogram PQRS. PQRS is a parallelogram in which angle SPQ is an acute angle. Acute meaning less than 90 degree. So the value of PQ is given as 6.1. The value of PS is given as 3.8. The area of parallelogram is 18 centimeter square. So the area of parallelogram is 18 centimeter square. This is given. So you have to work out the length of QS. Give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. Okay. So let's try to solve this problem. So before trying to solve this problem, I first have to figure out this angle. So I have to first figure out this angle. So when I have this angle, I can find this using the cosine rule. So first I have to find this angle using the sine rule. So what is the sine rule? The sine rule is, if there are two adjacent sides in a parallelogram, the area of the parallelogram would be this two adjacent sides multiplied by sine this angle. Okay, we have the area of parallelogram given. So if I use my pen tool, so the area given is what? Let me just go to here. The area of parallelogram is 18. So 18 equals to 3.8 multiplied by 6.1. So 18, the area of the parallelogram equals to 3.8 multiplied by 6.1. 3.8 multiplied by 6.1 multiplied by 6.1 multiplied by sine theta. So theta here, theta is the acute angle. This angle is the is theta that I assumed. So we have to find this angle theta. So if I just do a basic calculation using a scientific calculator, I can find the value of theta. So sine theta is what? Sine theta is 18 divided by 3.8 multiplied by 6.1. So if I do a calculator, 3.8 let's just cross it. 3.8 no, not 3.8 multiplied by 6.1 equals 23.18. So 18 divided by 23.18. 18 divided by 23.18. So this is what I get. 18 divided by 23.18, I get 0.776 equals to 0.776. So if I sine theta, this is sine theta, sine inverse. So if I do sine of inverse, let's see, if I do the theta is what? Theta is sine inverse. So if I do a sine inverse, let's say this is sine theta. Okay, so this is sine theta. So theta is what? If you use the scientific calculator, theta should be sine inverse of 0.776. Okay, so this should be the value of theta. We have to find the value of QS. So how can we find the value of QS? We can find the value of QS using the cosine rule. So the cosine rule would be this square, PS square plus PQ square minus 2 into PS into PQ into this angle cos theta. Okay, so QS square QS square would be what? QS square equals PS square which is this PS square plus PQ square plus PQ square minus 2 into PS into PQ into cos theta, the value that we derived. So if I implement the values, we get what? PS square, PS is what? PS is given as 3.8 and PQ is 3.1. So 3.8 square plus the next value is 6. PQ is 6.1. So PQ is 6.1 square minus 2 into 3.8, 2 multiplied by, this is multiplication, so 2 multiplied by 3.8 multiplied by 6.1 into cos, the angle of theta we have already figured out, 50.938. We figured out previously sine inverse 0.776 is 50.938. So cos 50.938. So we get what? We get, if I use the calculator, so we can use, or already have the calculator. Okay, let's just give. So if I just do the calculation, which is 3.8 square, 3.8 to the power 2 minus plus 6.1 square minus 2 multiplied by 3.8 multiplied by 6.1 multiplied by cos 50.938. so this is what? The value of this is 22.4357. so this is 22.4357. so this is what? This is QS square. So we have to find the value of QS. So in order to find the value of QS, we would have to root the value. So it would be root 22.4357. So the value of root, if I do a root of 22.435719 is 4.7366. so this is 4.7366. so this is the value of QS. so this is what was required in the question. As you can see, this is the question. You give an answer correct to 3 significant figures. So 3 significant figures, we can just remove the 6 part. We can just use the eraser, and this is the 4.73 is the value that we are looking for. I hope you like this video. So in the next video, I will focus on some more critical problems regarding area or perimeter concept. So stay tuned for that.